I don't know though. New stream? No.
Shows are live for me now, I think.
On YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah.
Hey, we're back. I don't think I'm going to go live on X for the rest of this. Let me just shut that down. I think. Let's see. What does it say I'm doing on X? All right. Welcome back, everyone, if you're here. Sorry. I don't know if anyone's even here at this point. But if you're listening, I'll probably cut this part out too. Let's see. We're live on YouTube. Let's see what's going on with X. Doesn't show that I'm on X anymore. So that's cool. We can just be in our little YouTube feed and be happy with it. That was too much for me. All right, let me close that window out. Let me get myself a little bit more settled, and we'll go right into it. I know, Phil, you got to get out of here in 30 minutes. Is that right, or is it New Snake? When you guys?
I should be good for a long time. My meeting got pushed back till 2. So.
Okay. All right. Let me see the stream settings. We're on low latency. I'll leave it there. I'm not going to change anything else because we're good. All right. We're back. Let's see. I'll probably just slide this into the rest of the podcast so you won't even notice. But we're getting ready to move on. We were talking about Shop GameStop. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the ETBs. And then what did you say? How could I find this one?
Yeah, just go to the GameStop main page.
All right.
And scroll down just a touch. And right there.
Okay. This one.
It's all coming soon stuff. It's got to be one of those, right?
Yeah. Okay. No price yet? Pre-order in the store. It's gonna be like $600 though. I think that's what I saw. Everyone's upset, but at the same time, like, they're just going with the market. I think we'll see.
With Pokemon cards, it's like it's a similar problem he had as before. Is lots of stock. The second he puts it on sale, though, it's going. So he could sit on it. They got the money. They got they could just do it. Sit on it, have a sale one day if they got to get rid of it.
Yeah, that's the thing. And well, I mean, if the inventory doesn't move, I think it'll change the practices too. That's the thing.
Yeah,
the thing about a market.
Zero it in, yeah.
Yeah, so if it doesn't sell, but these are gonna sell, and this is gonna make Pokemon hot again. Not hot again, it's hot, but it kind of cooled off with these last 2 sets, I think. Perfect Order.
People are super excited about this set. It's just gonna be so hard to get for like MSRP.
Yeah. So you got to go to you got to have a notifications on for the Pokemon Center, and then be quick, or you got to go wait at a Walmart or a Target in a line, and then deal with all that and maybe get 1 or 2 sets. I think is the deal, or you can just get it. So I think that's kind of what they're counting on. So that was the news for Shop GameStop. The other news, the other couple news is Sapphire is out now. So we got a $250 Sapphire pack available for ripping. It's pretty cool. Came out 4th of July. So that'll be fun. We got, I think at the end of this month, there was a bet with Bartok that the GameStop would have been at 25 by the end of the week that we were doing the show, and that didn't happen. So it definitely didn't happen. So I think we're gonna do 3 gold packs on a stream for winners. We're gonna pull some winners and all that. So that'll be at the last weekend of July. Maybe I can talk them into doing a sapphire and a couple of silvers or something instead. So that'd be kind of fun. So yeah, keep your eye out for that. I'll share about it. It'll be like a typical follow, subscribe kind of thing. Trying to get the YouTube subscribers up. So yeah, that, and then Sony announced that it was going discless, which was fucking huge news for still, I think. I mean, it was all over the internet. Domino's is all over their ass, which is kind of funny. All these other companies are piling in on the discless thing, and it's I'm not searching a very good way here. I think GameStop had a couple things too. Well, at the same time,
no, I don't think they did.
Yeah, they didn't. Oh, this is the. Sorry, how will we ever recover from this? I'm just looking at GameStop's Twitter. They're still not tweeting very much, are they? No, they did the guy who sold all of his 360 games and shit for $1,000.
I just noticed the order of their tweets, where someone was saying, "I'll buy all your video games outside of your GameStops," and then someone comes in and sells all their video games. I didn't realize that. It's cool. Kind of funny.
Yeah, pretty good with that stuff. All right. Yeah, Sony did that, and then Xbox is firing a bunch of people and closing or spinning off or selling some of their studios, because I mean, Xbox was doing a thing where they were just buying studios left and right, trying to keep up with PlayStation and their first party games. And I don't know, it didn't work out well for them. I don't know if it's the AI revolution that's kind of making the video game industry in upheaval. It seems like it's always doing this right now, but there's all kinds of shit going on with video games.
I feel like RC pointed it out with just the way he managed his teams is, and the Xbox CEO pointed it out as well. I can't remember her name, but the teams are just too big. There's too many layers. There's too many teams. They got to just simplify the process. Smaller groups working on specific projects, not all these people all over the place.
Yeah.
Just cut it down to basics and start from scratch.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I think it might work out. Who knows? I think it's too early to see with Xbox. I think they've just been fucking up ever since the 360, and or was it the one they tried to force everyone to have the Kinect, I think. Anyways, it seems like they've always had kind of issues, but I've always rooted for them. But their Game Pass isn't worth it either. That shit's like $35 a month now. I was thinking about getting it because like
stop with that.
Yeah, I was thinking about because I play Fortnite and I was like, oh, cool. What else they got? And it's just nothing I really want to put my time into. And it'll just be another subscription. I'm trying to cut those things down, not add to them. So, all right, yeah. So, video game industry is in upheaval. I think that we are in an amazing position though, as a result of that. Sorry, I had a tweet about it too. Tweeted a little bit this weekend. Just base. Okay, so because everyone was wondering why GameStop wasn't phased by the PlayStation news, and I think it's pretty obvious at this point. But we've already started our transition. This has been like the story forever when it comes to GameStop, is that we're dying brick and mortar because everything's transitioning to digital. Well, RC saw that and he's adjusted and he's focused on collectibles, and now all these games are going to become collectibles, it seems. So pretty much physical media the games are shifting to becoming collectibles nowadays. So we're in the sweet spot for that. We've been buying disc drives and Xboxes and PlayStations and discs for years and years and years. So I think we're in a pretty awesome position, and it might actually be kind of like bullish long term for us. Because now we are going to be one of the only places for people to find physical discs for video games and stuff. So just interesting turn when it comes to the video game world and what's happening there. So
yeah, right. I think that all started with GTA announcing that they're going digital.
Yeah, I mean, I think GTA is probably playing a big change in a lot of these things. Like, so maybe GTA knew ahead of time that Sony was going to be doing this, so they decided to get ahead of it by going digital only first, or maybe it's the other way around. And Sony's seeing the writing. I don't know. They're all working pretty close together though. So, and then same with the NFT stuff and eBay and all that shit too, right? Like, I feel like what's going on with Grand Theft Auto 6 might be causing or making RC think that this is a good time to start focusing on digital collectibles, and especially for in-game stuff. So maybe it's all kind of connected there. Okay, cool. All right, Teddy Tinfoil. We'll be kind of quick with it because it is still 10, but teddy.com. Let me try it because I was not able to get this shit to work at all. Not at home. Still can't do it. Weird. I wonder why.
It worked for me on the phone, but not on my computer.
You try it from an incognito window.
Yeah. Okay.
Works for me.
Yeah.
For me, it doesn't work, but if I use a new browser, it does work.
So it's like cache related or something?
I think so.
I don't even know how to do incognito windows anymore.
Should be 3 dots, new, under
I
new
see.
tab, new window.
All right, let's see. Let me see if I can do it here. Nope. All right. Anyways, but I believe it because people I believe have done it, and I've seen it done, and I think I've seen it. If you do it, like on X, it'll do it easily. Like if I click teddy.com through an X link, it just does the internal browser and it pops up to GameStop. So maybe that. I don't want to try all that shit, but yeah. So that's interesting. For anyone wondering, teddy.com is, or well, as of March 2026, we had confirmation that teddy.com was Ryan Cohen's company. Let me go to my Twitter real quick. See if I can find that guy. All right. Because I had all of the timeline of the Teddy filings is what I had. So, all right. All right. So there's been a lot of theories and tinfoil. So I made this post in March, but August 13th, 2021, Teddy Holdings LLC files Teddy for an online marketplace for buyers and sellers of goods. So Teddy Holdings LLC is RC's company. August 12th, 2022, Teddy trademark applications are filed covering apparel, home goods, entertainment, NFTs, and a whole lot more. September 6th, 2022, the Teddy trademark registers. Oh, so the Teddy trademark registered on 9/6/2022. That's also the date Kitty dropped the dog in 2024. Just a little side note. April 1st, 2024. So before Kitty came back, many of the 2022 filings began to become abandoned. There was no statement of use filed for a lot of the categories, including the NFT marketplace, apparel, home textiles, all of the Teddy tin stuff, like all the stuff that it had covered in 2022. A lot of that was dropped just because no statement of use was filed. So on March 2nd, 2026, Teddy Holding LLC files teddy.com. So files to have it covering an online marketplace for buyers and sellers of goods. So that was this year on March 2nd. And then that was it until a couple days ago. And teddy.com, well, it wasn't a couple of days. Teddy.com stopped working like 4 weeks ago, maybe a little longer. I don't know. New Snake, do you know when it stopped?
About that month or so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it stopped, and then it switched from cloud or from Shopify to something else, and it was password protected, and then it links to GameStop.com. So there you go. That's the real stuff. That's actually what happened. It is RC's company, right? It could not be, right?
I mean, they're his books.
They're his books. And I didn't mean not his company.
He was selling those books on teddy.com, so I gotta say it's his site.
Yeah, I meant more about like, is there a chance he could have lost the site between March and now?
Well, there's definitely a chance he lost the site.
Yeah, that would be it, though. I think that'd be the only way it could be.
Yeah, I don't think it's a very high chance that he lost the site. Someone was saying that auto renew is like very common. Well, I don't know why you wouldn't have it on for something you want to keep actively selling something on.
Especially since he just filed for it in March. So, I agree. I don't think it's a question on whether or not it's his site, his company, and his books. So.
Now, there was a Twitter account that was commenting like he tried to buy the teddy.com domain earlier.
Oh, yeah?
And he wished he did. He wished he would have, because he thought at the time it was expensive, but probably now you can't offer RC enough money, I don't think. He's got enough
That's
money.
that's the account that says I logged back into Twitter.
Yeah.
I logged back into the site after a few years, and now everyone thinks I'm Ryan Cohen. What is happening? It's kind of funny. That made me laugh. So, all right. Yeah, I mean, it's all 10 until it's not.
Teddy.com pointing to GameStop isn't necessarily a bad thing by itself. That's for sure. It could mean that he's focusing completely on the eBay GameStop deal. He's not trying to do something on the side anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means when it comes to, like, maybe it's a parent company. There's all that tinfoil. That's the tinfoil, right? Like that it's a parent company. And then, you can get way deeper into
He's putting his 500 million into that rather than GameStop or eBay.
Yeah. Yeah. You could take it a lot of different ways. So, I guess I'll probably just leave it there. Bobby, you got anything about Teddy? Any thoughts?
I've always thought it's gonna be something cool, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna try and merge it all together when push comes to shove.
Yeah, I mean that's always been like G-America / Teddy. It's all kind of like the same theory, which is everything's under one umbrella, and it encompasses GameStop and just everything else. And so I could see that being the case. Maybe eBay falls into that too, and it all just becomes a thing. I don't know. I saw some stuff about the GCX too, the gift card or the card exchange. Anyone know anything about that?
Was it the collector's exchange?
Yeah, there's I saw something like that come up recently too, tied to maybe it was the NFT stuff, not Teddy.
Yeah. I don't think anything is clear about the collector's exchange yet. I know it like shows up on some purchases if you make like graded card purchases on GameStop, like the stickers that you get on the cards will have
it
like
says
GCX.
Collect X, right?
Yeah, Collect X.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought that exchange could be all connected with the items exchange that he wants to do with eBay, like the digital items exchange and tie in NFTs, and you could tie all of that together, right?
Yes, absolutely, and you could be trading cards there, like digital cards. I think it even like power pack stuff too. I think could be tied to that, like the vault, all that shit. So, it could be lots of fun. I wonder how this stream's gonna show up on YouTube now. Like I'm looking at it. We got 4 people in here. It might be us.
I'm in there for sure.
It was way better before, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. We'll have to see. At least the show will be put together, but that's a bummer. I'll be able to pull some clips and tie it in. But we've been having some pretty good view numbers on the live stream, so maybe it'll connect them all. So all right, well let's move on to the week in review, and then we can probably get going. We've been here for 2 hours almost already, with a few errors. What'd you think last week, guys? You like it? It was a good week. We were up 4.99% for once in a while.
Much better than what's happening right now.
I think we're back to where we started last week.
Yeah, right there. Right there.
Oh my god. Crazy.
Yeah. Not engulfing though, at least. Well, I don't know. Almost. Yeah, they did it to us. I feel like though maybe that was like to give us some space between these gaps down here. I don't know. It was a low volume week for sure. We did 17.51 million. I think it was the second lowest volume week of the year, only behind
4-day week though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've had a few of them though. 17.14 was the slowest, and that was the lowest volume. That was February 17th. So whatever. I'm sure that was a 4-day week too, whatever that holiday was. Let me get this back right. Yeah, I don't know. It was nice. There was a couple good moves. I played a few calls and actually did all right. I finished the week pretty strongly. So high of the week was 23.11. Low of the week was the open, I think. Let's see. No, that gap actually 20. So low of last week was 21.70. It was a pretty good week. I just like the way the chart worked overall. So we gapped up on Monday. We're talking about it. Fuck, what came out? I forget what came out the week before that. It wasn't the guidance, right? No, that was a while back now. Anyway, something came out and gapped us up on the Friday before last week. So we went into Monday with a gap up. I was saying then, gap up backfill is kind of what to expect on those times, and it is what happened. So Monday gapped up, backfilled Tuesday, but that's okay because we don't want to leave those type of gaps, and it kind of meant that we were free to climb for the rest of the week. We did. I said rest of the week, Tuesday and Wednesday. It was a pretty nice move Tuesday to Wednesday also. I think that's where you could have done. If you timed it right, you could have got in almost 6% from the low Tuesday morning to the high on Thursday. So nearly a 6% move. So that's pretty nice. Just to close Thursday to Friday was a 2% move. So, and then sell the open, right? Because that's about what you get. So yeah, overall, pretty good week. We started out yesterday with a gap down, filled the gap up for the rest of the day, and then today we are now down 3%. Low volume, 2 million. Low volume every day last week. 4 million on Monday, 4.3 million on Tuesday, 4.48 million on Wednesday, 4.6 million on Thursday. Let's see what notes I got for that. Yeah, I like the way we backfilled the gaps. It made me feel like we were gonna keep moving up. Because it was just kind of not leaving them. If we would have gotten some volume, I would have felt a lot better about the bottom being in. But just kind of the way we started this week, I don't know. I don't know what to think about price action going forward. Yeah, GameStop, the G Muse had a good week last week as well too. At least last week, started testing $3 again. It was pretty nice, but we rejected pretty hard there too. So sitting at $2.72 right now. I don't know. How you feeling about this week, Phil? Any thoughts?
So far, could be worse. Could be worse.
Yeah, I guess. A high volume dump. I don't know. Like, what do you? I honestly would like just something. You know what I mean? Like, I like the slow climb, 4%, but that's all just like a recipe for them to take us back down. I would take a dump on volume. I would definitely take a move up on volume, but they're not giving us any of that shit. So
Yeah, I think we're just gonna chop, man.
yeah. Let's see.
Until a filing hits, in which case anything could happen. Probably go down though, because that's how it happens. But then it's not going to stay down that long.
I think we're close. I know we've been saying that for a long time, but I think we're close to another eBay move. I think we're close to getting more on eBay. I mean, that's really the only focus right now. Stock movement will happen regardless of what happens with eBay, but we just have no idea. We're in the twilight zone right now.
Yeah, 30-day IV is at 33.6, down a point on the day, just hanging out at the very, very bottom of our lows in the 30s. That is being suppressed right here with options. Every day, all day, they're selling calls on us. Some days worse than others, but when we're only doing 4 million volume in a week, 4 million volume in a day, million in net call premium, calls sold is gonna fucking hurt you pretty easily on the price. So IV is being held down with these calls being sold. I'm not even gonna pull the bar rate, but it's probably 0.38%. Let's see. Just none of the 0.38% with 3.5 million shares available. It's been right there now forever and ever. So just like kind of the indicators that we're watching to show that a move up is going to start to come, IV, call option premium, and borrow rate are all just not showing us anything. So that's leading to the chart not showing us too much too. And again, all with low volume, so no confidence in any of these moves, even up or down. So yeah. Let's see. You guys got any predictions? Where do you think we're going to end this week? We got 3 days left. What is it, Tuesday? It's fucking Tuesday. I kind of like being down 3% by Tuesday. That's not too bad.
I think we'll get something announced, whether filing or something this week.
You guys playing any options?
Talk about it. 1720s. I still have some.
Oh yeah,
that's a safe play. That's a safe play.
I mean, I took some profit on some last week at the open on Thursday.
Yeah. That's a good move. Sell the open. Yep. I swear to God, sell the fucking open.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they close at zero, especially if something comes out with eBay saying. So let's just hypothetically imagine GameStop issues 2.5 billion shares like they're authorized to, and the stock price is at $20. That's what, $50 billion market cap. That's a pretty hard floor if we owned eBay as well.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah,
I don't see it going too far down, and if it does, it's like the beach ball analogy. It's going to shoot right back up. So if you get that chance to buy some shares in there, it's a good time.
Yeah, I think 20 is our holding point. I still feel really good about that. Our low of the year is this gap down here at. Let me switch. This right here is our first day of the year. We had a gap at 2009 to 2016. I said that's going to be the low of the year, and it's still held really nicely. See, we cleared out most of these guys.
Like if you just look at the 5-year, and just look at the line that it is. If you're just going, it's sideways in comparison to what could happen.
Yeah, the 5-year chart.
Yeah, just down at the bottom.
Oh,
across weeks. Yeah,
I see what you're saying. I don't ever use those buttons.
And then scale that. Yep, it's just flat since 2024.
Yeah, I'm sure our moving averages are all tight within a certain range.
Yeah, I see. I'm a big. You guys know this about me. I like triangles and gaps. Oh, yeah. That's about it.
I mean, so it's only a matter of time. It really is. Unfortunately, in decades and centuries, maybe he's not far off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I was saying before. I think we're in the dog days of summer. I like this little falling wedge on it. It's only on the 5-minute though. Could mean we're close to the low of the day at least. Maybe that little wick is it. Not a lot of volume.
I mean, I think the dog days of summer typically happens because Q1 is historically the worst quarter for GameStop, right? So
that's a good point.
You're left with the financials of that leading into summer, and it's just trash because it looks like crap. And then the season also, it picks right back up. But now what if the dog days are over because it was historically the best in the company history, right?
Yeah.
We could see something. I mean, they're doing everything they can to keep it down though. So
yeah. Yep. We'll see. Next week's OPEX, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, next week's OPEX. Yeah, I don't know. I say we trade. If I'm going to predict where we end this week, fuck, I don't know. Probably right around 22.75-ish. I think right around here. Maybe bounce around again. Let's see so I pulled up the gaps before. We got 20.69 is the only gap left down there now. We didn't open any up here. Now we're doing all right though. That's good. I think we're kind of far from there. I won't be worried about this until we get down towards like 20s, low 20s, low 21s again. Then I'll start feeling like that's a for sure type of thing. But as we stick around up here, if we can maybe hold 2175, I think that'll be a pretty good sign for us to not going much lower. But until we get some volume, I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of bouncing around in this little 21 to 24. Doesn't 24 seem like so much right now? Fuck.
I do have 25s for 717 too, and I trimmed off a lot of those at a loss.
Yeah, I grabbed some 25s yesterday just because that candle got me at the very end of the day. Tricked me, but I got out of them so fast. That candle right there. It's a 15-minute. Peak Hobby was like, Sean got played. Fitzy got played. I did, man. I got played. I tried to not. But look at it. Like, it was like volume, nothing happened. And then boom, volume. I was like, fuck yeah. We're about to get some news or some shit. And then immediately, nope. Yeah. All right. Dibius before Ripius and Hopium. Hopium's probably long gone at this point now. Yeah, it's not even on my chart anymore. Anyways. Oh, wait. I had a whole little pattern set up. Anyways, I was trying to be U copy and make some fractals. Oh, there it is. It died on me. Yeah, we're well past that now. Still trading sideways, so no move up from my Hopium chart there. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Not much happening. It was nice 4.9%, 4.99% positive week. Supported with no volume and still not seeing any. So lots and lots of sideways maybe in our future without news. There are catalysts out there. There's RC's buy that could happen. That news would send us up. Now buyback news I think is way more likely. I think every kind of news is more likely now that the shareholders meeting is over. And buyback news would send us up as well. So we got a couple things that send us up as well. In addition to the cat lurking, but Dog Days of Summer. That song's been stuck in my head now for a little bit. I would play it, but it's going to get me demonetized.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, it is a good song, but YouTube will take it down when I post the show because I keep wanting to add it to the show. So, all right. Phil, you got anything before we get out of here with the chart, YouTube, anything?
I would just say this price point is very favorable for shares. Anything around here seems like a very simple buy. Any options you're doing are risky in terms of losing all of them to decay or any time related options can definitely go to zero. So I like shares here. Options seem like they're good for potentially leaps. I'm just scared to do anything short term because I have never played them correctly. So I think long term shares here are an excellent purchase.
Yeah, I agree. Short term is not for the. Well, it's probably not for anyone. It hasn't been for anyone probably since like May of 2025 after the Bitcoin announcement. It's just been sideways, and then you got to be on your P's and Q's to make any kind of money on anything short dated. So unless you're gonna watch and sell every move up and make sure you don't buy every little green candle, short dated is not the way, because it's hard, man. You get like I said, I got played on that one candle yesterday. I definitely wouldn't have made a move at the end of the day that I did if I didn't see that stupid fucking candle. But if you're not playing short term, none of that really matters. You got room to go, or just buy shares right now. Right now, shares are, like you're saying, the best. And even if you buy long term, guys, just fucking take profit, please. Like that's my financial advice. Nothing else is financial advice except take profit. If you're
good enough for a screenshot, good enough for profits.
Yeah. Now I'm like, if Robinhood sends me a notification that I'm up, I'm out. I'm running.
that's the sell signal.
Which is like it's 10%, 20% sometimes. They always love to tell me when I'm down, but not as much when I'm up. But yeah, any kind of thing like that, get out, take your profit, because
shares, man. Just keep running here.
Yeah.
If you're in the Discord, if you're following any of any of us on X, you're gonna very quickly know when GameStop is moving up. You might miss a couple bucks, but if you're gonna get in quick enough to where it's not worth just getting your ass smoked waiting for a move. So just pay attention, you'll get in, and then get in. So yeah, all right. New Snake, you got anything before we get out of here?
No, I think it's everything's as expected. We're just gonna keep moving along.
Yeah.
That's it.
Keep plugging along.
Yeah.
Hey, it's tough sometimes, man. We just it's yeah. I mean, you can't get too excited anymore because it's just like you feel silly after.
One thing we didn't talk about is the warrants. Warrants expire in October.
Yeah.
Q2 is the last quarter that will have a meaningful, like the Q2 earnings in September will be the last earnings call we have before the expiration of those warrants. True. So anything that happens during Q2 will impact those warrants. I assume we will hear more about those in September for the earnings, but we don't know. I'm curious what they're going to do. They're still trading at a huge premium relative to the the same options, but those options don't have a extension like those warrants do, which I think is the only reason why they're trading at the price point that they are.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens with the warrants, but it's interesting that ever since those warrants came out, we've had one move up to like 26. Never came close to 32. 32 is still seemingly very far away. Will we get there? I mean, we've gotten there last year. That strike price is interesting. I wonder what made them choose it. We have buybacks. We have shares authorized, or we have share repurchase authorization. So if they bought shares here and push the price up to 32, then they could sell, or then they could exercise those warrants and basically make all their money back from any share purchases that they did down here in my eyes. So I think that could be another catalyst we didn't mention here too, is they have the ability to buy shares at any point. Well, not at any point. I know there's blackout periods, but
yeah, but not much, right? Like for share buybacks, isn't just the end of the day, or is there like weeks so they can't buy?
I think there are periods like right now might be a blackout period. I would have to look into it, but
I want to say that they would have been able to spend $300 to $400 million on share buybacks, though. If I saw the math on that,
since it was announced.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if they did do that, that will make an impact on the earnings call.
That'll make an impact. The news will make an impact. Those warrants, by the way, are the $32 October calls are 47 cents at the ask. So probably right around, you can probably get it filled for about 45 cents right now. Too far out of the money for me these days, like fucking way too close. Definitely not for the price. There's definitely better contracts out there than October 32s if you're thinking about playing GameStop, IVs being as low as it is. So, but I think it's interesting that the extension is the difference in price. That is interesting.
At least that's the only thing I can think of why.
Yeah. I mean, it's its own market, and they're shorting the shit out of it somehow. I don't know if I necessarily understand how all of that works, or the short volume. I don't fucking know. But once those things, I've always thought that once those things start getting exercised, that the price could continue to climb because it's a declining resource or whatever. So I don't know. There's other factors in it, but yeah, that's pretty much the only one that would make sense is that that they could change it. I also, in terms of buybacks, I'm of the opinion that anything under $25 is considered a win for us because that's pretty much the average of our 2024 offerings. So if we can get any of those shares back cheaper than we sold them, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So I'm okay with that, and it will catapult us because I think that's kind of maybe the plan, right?
but
Buy the
they withdrew the comp package. Ryan Cohen did, but the warrants were out well before any of that, any of the eBay planning or anything. So
yeah.
like that's I link it up with power packs, and they see that revenue it's gonna come in through that, and so that was planned out well before any of this. So
Yeah, that's a good point. I kind of tied the $32 line to the bonds maybe because I think there's a sweet spot, but I don't know. I did those numbers so long ago now I couldn't even try to tell you. But there's a lot of activity right around the $30 range to $32 range when it comes to the bonds and early exercising and the warrants. So if we can get over 30, let's see what happens. That'd be great. That'd be a nice little move if we can get there. Bobby, you got anything before we get out of here, bro?
Oh, sorry, guys. Yeah, just keep accumulating, guys. Hang in there. Keep having fun. Go in the Discord. Laugh. Because, it's challenging, man. But just keep holding in there and just keep having fun, guys.
It is challenging. I love the Discord because we try our best to keep it positive during these down times. So we get in there, we fuck around, we have fun. It's hard sometimes.
You think Burry would join the Discord?
Oh God, no, he's not allowed. Burry's not allowed in the fucking Discord. You gotta be a GME shareholder for one, and then two, I gotta not hate you. Those are the two rules. We got a few new Discord members, by the way. Well, I don't know yet. We'll see. They haven't joined, I don't think so. I didn't any of that stuff out. Let's see. We go down ranks here. CS is back. Welcome back, CS. Good to see you, bro. New Snake, you're at 37 now, bro.
Getting there, yeah.
Almost to the 40s. Alert at 41. Where are you at, Bobby? You're in like the 50s, aren't you?
I think late 40s.
Yeah. I'm looking. Phil, do you know yours? You're over the 30s at least.
I'm 42.
Yeah, let's go. So yeah, you guys got all the cool numbers. So, all right, New Snake, you got to get up there to the 40s at least.
Yeah, I was looking. 2025 is March 2025 is when I joined the Discord. Not 24.
Yeah, that's about when I joined too.
Oh, you guys came about a little bit after then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was lost in 2024.
I think I was following you for a bit though before that.
Yeah, I feel like I interacted with you before New Snake, like on X. I don't know. Yeah,
it's just a big blur.
Yeah, it really is nowadays. Okay, cool. All right. Follow us on. Well, no, hold on. Let me say this right. Follow the show on X, Echo Chamber at Echo Chamber 741. Subscribe on YouTube, please. That's where we're trying to get over 500. I have every other monetization statistic needed, like watch time, and video, all the other stuff. I got plenty of watch time hours. Just we need subscribers, and then we can start doing a little bit more fun stuff. I think. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But do that. Follow or subscribe on Spotify. I'm posting live videos. Not live videos. I'm posting the podcast video. I will be splicing this fucker together. We'll see what the aftermath is on YouTube once we're done here. But yeah. New Snake, what's your at?
At new_snake.
All right. Bobby, what's your at?
My bad. At BOBBY MATOZZO.
And Phil, what's your at?
At Gitman_Phil.
Yeah. I followed them all. I tagged them in the post. Give them a follow. They're not on, they're on X. New Snake, I think, probably posts more than the other two, but
I'm just a licker.
Yeah. But give them a follow. They're good. They're good, knowledgeable people. And New Snake has some good ass memes.
I'm only there for the memes. Yeah.
Yeah, you're there for the memes. Good DDs in the Discord. So sorry, y'all. All right, that's it. Let me thanks everyone for checking out the show. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for listening on X and here on YouTube. The 5 of you that are still here for the second half of the show, it's us. But yeah, let's fucking go GameStop.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.